Janmashtami Mahotsav ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Gaur Haribo.
Jai, Jai.
Jagannath Subhadra Baladev ji ki jai. Shri Radha ji ki jai. Lakshmi Sri Dev ki jai. Sitaram Lakshmi Hanuman. Samsaradava nalalida loka Saptasyakaryanarunavasya Samsaradava nalalida loka Chanaya karunaganaganatva Samsaradava nalalida loka Chanaya karunaganaganatva Samsaradava nalalida loka Chanaya karunaganaganatva Patasya karyana gunaravasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Lita Padichamadhyam Manasodasena Romanchakam Pasukaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shri Vigrahara Dharanichadana Shingaratan Mandira Majinada Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Samsaradava Naladita Loka Chanaya Karuna Samsaradava Naladita Loka Chanaya Karuna Paptasya Kanya Laguna Rabasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Shri Radhika Mad Havayora Para Madhurya Lila Gunarupanana. Pratikshana Svatana Lorupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Nikunja Yuno Radikiri Sinai Jayani Viyuke Aviksanina. Tatarati Daksha Rati Balavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Shakshadadite Asamasta Sastre Yuktastatava Vyavite Vasadi. Prabhuya Priya Eva Dasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Yasha Prasada Bhagavat Prasada Yasha Prasada Nakatika Topi. Yasha Prasada Bhagavat Prasada Yasha Prasada Nakatika Topi. Kayam Shrivam Stasya Yasastri Sangam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Samsaradava Naladita Loka Ganaya Karuna Ganaya Bhaktasya Kanya Laguna Ravasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prajarine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Vaskajade Zadarine. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Chaitanya Nityananda Gadadhar Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Chaitanya Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Hare Namah, Krishna Yadavaya Namah. Hare Hare Namah, Krishna Yadavaya Namah. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Advaita Sita. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita. Bhagavata Gita, Bhagavata Gita. Bhagavata Gita, Bhagavata Gita. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari, Nita Gora Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol. Nita Gora Premanandi ki Jai, Shri Krishna Mahotsav, Janma Mahotsav ki Jai, Gora Premanandi Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Pararajagachasta Tarasatara Shri Shrimad, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Pararajagachasta Tarasatara Shri Shrimad, His Divine Grace. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem Shikoho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Sam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Mayapura Dham ki jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Tulasi Devi ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Ganga Maya ki jai. Jamuna Maya ki jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Book Distribution ki jai. Krishna Janmashtami ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guranga. All glories to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, Prabhupada ki jai.
Praladadaine Hiranyakashi Purvashaha Hiranyakashi Purvashaha Ashilatan kana kalaye Ashilatan kana kalaye Ito nashima parato nashima Hito nashima parato nashima jato jato jami tato narasimha. Jato jato jami tato narasimha. Bohe narasimha hidaye narasimha. Bohe narasimha hidaye narasimha. Narasingamadim sharanam prapade. O Narasingamadim sharanam prapade. Tavakara kamalavare nakam adbhuta shinga. Dalita Niranakashipu Tanu Bringam Yeshabadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish, Jai Jagadish, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Jaya Nrsingadev, 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 Jaya Nrsingadev. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha.
Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Haya Giva. Nishinga Vamana Shimadusudana Vajendra Nandana Shama. Patana Gatana Kai Tapasatana Jayada Sarati Rama. Yasoda Dulala Govinda Gopala Vrindavana Purandara Gopi Priya Jana Radhika Ramana Bhuvana Sundara Bara Shri Radha Nilamalava ki jai Vibhavani Sesa Aloka Pravesa Nitachari Yuta Jiva Ravananta Kara Makana Taskara Gopichana Vashari Bajra Rakala Gopa Vrindapala Chitta Hari Vamsidari Vandana Shinanda Nandana Prajajana Bayari Navina Nirada Rupa Manohara Mohana Vamsi Vihari Vibhavari Sesa Aloka Pravesa Nitachari Yuta Jiva Yasoda Nandana Kamsa Nisudana Nikunjara Savilasi Kadamakana Narasa Parayana Mindavikina Nivasi Ananda Vardana Premani Ketana Ulasara Jodaka Kama Samasta Guna Gana Lama Yamuna Jivana Keli Parayana Manasa Chandra Jagora Namasudara Sala Krishna Jasa Rakavakana Manamora Vibhavari Sesa Aloka Pravesa Nitachari Yuta Jiva Hari Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Haya Viva Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nita Gora Hari Bol Nita Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nita Gora Hari Nita Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Gora Hari Bol Nita Gora Hari Bol Nita Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nita Gora Hari Nita Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nita Gora Hari Bol Nita Gora Tagore Premanandi ki jai Vrindaye tusi deva priyaye kisavasya cha Vishnu bhakti pradidevi sajarataya namo namaha Vrindaye tusi deva priyaye kisavasya cha Vishnu bhakti pradidevi sajarataya namo namaha Vrindaye tulsi deva priyaye kusavasya cha Vishnu bhakti pradidevi satyavrataya namo namaha Vrindaye tulsi devi Maharani ki jai
Krishna Prayasi Namo Namo Prayasi Radha Krishna Shiva Pavan Eyo Vilasi Eyo Vilasi Tulasi Krishna Prayasi Namo Namo Tulasi Krishna Prayasi Hai Tumhara Sharanalay Tara Vancha Purna कृपा करी करतरे वृंदावन वासी तुम्हें कृपा करी करतरे वृंदावन वासी तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी नमो नमो तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी मोरा विलास विलास कुंजे दियोबा मोरा नयने रिबो सदय जुगल रूप राशि আমি নয়নে रिबो सदय जुगल रूप राशि नमो नमो निवेदन दर सखीरयानुगत कर सेवायादि कर दिए कर निज दासी सेवायादि कर दिए कर निज दासी दास कय ए नामरा कृष्ण दास कय ए नामरा श्री राधा गोविंद प्रेम सदाई नवासी राधा गोविंद प्रेम सदाई नवासी राधा गोविंद प्रेम सदाई नवासी तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी नमो नमो तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी ज्ञानी कानिशा पापानि ब्रह्मचारी कानिशा तनि तनि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण परे परे ज्ञानी कानिशा पापानि ब्रह्मचारी कानिशा तनि तनि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण परे परे ज्ञानी कानिशा पापानि ब्रह्मचारी कानिशा तनि तनि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण परे परे Tani kani sapa pane bama tani kani sa. Tani tani prana santi parakshana pare pare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Vrinda Devi, Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Vrinda Devi. Jaya Bhakti Devi, Vrinda Devi, Bhakti Devi, Jaya Vrinda Devi. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Bolane Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol.
Vrindaye Tusideva Priyaye Kesavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Paridevi Satirata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tusideva Priyaye Kesavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Paridevi Satirata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai. O Tulasi, beloved of Krishna, I bow before you again and again. My desire is to obtain the service of Shri Radha and Krishna. Whoever takes shelter of you has his wishes fulfilled. Bestowing your mercy upon him, you make him a resident Vrindavana. My desire is that you also grant me a residence in the pleasure groves of Shri Vrindavana Dham. Thus within my vision I always behold the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna. I beg you to make me a follower of the cowherd damsels of Vraja. Please give me the privilege of devotional service and make me your own maidservant. This very fallen lowly servant of Krishna praise may always swim in the love of Shri Radha and Govinda. Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam ki jai. Chaito Darpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. Shairakaira Vyachandrika Vitaranam Vidya Vaduhu Jivanam. Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipradam Purnam Ritasvadanam. Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahudari Jasara Saktis Tatra Pitani Amitaks Maranina Kala Etadrisita Vakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Urdaivam Visi Sameha Janina Anaraga Chinadapi Suni Chena Tararapi Saisnuna Manina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim Tamba Jagadisha Kamaye Mama Janmani Janmanishware Bhavatad Bhakti Rahaitu Kitvahi Ayi Nandata Nucha Kikaram Patitam Vam Misame Bhavam Buddho Kripaya Tava Pada Pankajastita Dvisat Vichintaya Nayanam Galata Sarudaya Vadanam Gadgadurudaya Chira Ulakari Sitam Bapu Kada Tavanamagrahane Bhavishyati Yugayitam Nimesena Chaksasapa Prasayitam Sunyayitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahena Me Aslishyava Padaratam Pinastumam Adarsananam Mahmato Karotuva Yata Tata Vavidata Tu Lampato Mat Pranatastu Saeva Naparaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam Ki Jai. Glory to the Shri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire condition of life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to the living beings, and thus you have hundreds of millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw on the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service birth after birth. O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into this ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your holy name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna is my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always mine. There are 10 offenses in the matter of chanting the holy names of the Lord that should be avoided, and they are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who dedicate their lives to propagating the holy names of the Lord. 2. To consider names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent names of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna as imagination. 6. To give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name of the Lord. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities or karma kanda. 9. To instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names, and to maintain material attachments, even after understanding so many instructions in this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Now let us offer our most humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desire trees that can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditions. I want to wish everyone very, very happy Krishna Janmashtami. And it just so happens that today is the 17th wedding anniversary of Sudhakar Prabhu and Swati Mataji. Many more happy anniversaries. And it is the 15th birthday of Neha Devi. Hari Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, I think everybody has time today. Everyone is taken off from work, is that right? Yeah, so this will take a little while, not too long. We're going to hear chapter 3 from the Krishna book, The Birth of Lord Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that his appearance, birth, and activities are all transcendental, and that one who understands them factually becomes immediately eligible to be transferred to the spiritual world. Go to Premanandi! That's what we're doing now. We're hearing about the Lord's appearance. The Lord's appearance or birth is not like that of an ordinary man who is forced to accept a material body according to his past deeds. The Lord's appearance is explained in the 2nd chapter. He appears out of his own sweet pleasure. When the time was mature for the appearance of the Lord, the constellations became very auspicious. The astrological influence of the star known as Rohini was predominant. This star is considered to be very auspicious and is under the direct supervision of Brahma. According to the astrological conclusion, besides the proper situation of the stars, there are auspicious and inauspicious moments due to the different situations of the different planetary systems. At the time of Krishna's birth, the planetary systems were automatically adjusted so that everything became auspicious. At that time, in all directions, east, west, south, north, everywhere, there was an atmosphere of peace and prosperity. There were auspicious stars visible in the sky and on the surface of the earth, in all towns and villages and pasturing grounds and within the minds of everyone. There were signs of good fortune. The rivers were flowing full of waters, and lakes were beautifully decorated with lotus flowers. The forests were full with beautiful birds and peacocks. All the birds within the forest began to sing with sweet voices, and the peacocks began to dance along with their consorts. The wind blew very pleasantly, carrying the aroma of different flowers, and the sensation of bodily touch was very pleasing. At home, the brahmanas, who were accustomed to offering sacrifices in the fire, found their homes very pleasant for offerings. Due to disturbances created by demoniac kings, the sacrificial fire had been almost stopped in the houses of brahmanas, but now they could find the opportunity to start the fire peacefully. Being forbidden to offer sacrifices, the brahmanas had been very much distressed in mind, intelligence, and activities. But just on the point of Krishna's appearance, automatically their minds became full of joy because they could hear transcendental vibrations in the sky proclaiming the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The denizens of the Gandharva and Kinnara planets began to sing, and the denizens of Siddhaloka and the planets of the Charanas began to offer prayers in the service of the personality of Godhead. In the heavenly planets, the angels and their wives, along with the Vidyadharas and their wives, began to dance. The great sages and the demigods, being pleased, began to shower flowers, and the seashore there was at the seashore there was the sound of mild waves, and above the sea there were clouds in the sky which began to thunder very pleasingly. When things were adjusted like this, Lord Vishnu, who is presiding within the heart of every living entity, appeared in the darkness of night as the Supreme Personality of Godhead before Devaki, who appeared as one of the demigoddesses. The appearance of Lord Vishnu at that time could be compared to the rising of the full moon over the eastern horizon. The objection may be raised that since Lord Krishna appeared on the 8th day of the waning moon, there could be no rising of the full moon. In answer to this, it may be said that Lord Krishna appeared in the dynasty which is in the hierarchy of the moon. Therefore, although the moon was incomplete on that night because of the Lord's appearance in the dynasty wherein the moon is himself the original person, the moon was in an overjoyous condition. So by the grace of Krishna, he could appear just like a full moon. In an astronomical treatise by the name Kamanikya, the constellations at the time of the appearance of Lord Krishna are very nicely described. It is confirmed that the child born at that auspicious moment was the Supreme Brahman, or the Absolute Truth. Vasudeva saw that wonderful child born as a baby with 4 hands, holding conch shell, club, disc, and lotus flower, decorated with the mark of Shivatsa, wearing the jeweled necklace of Kaustuba stone, dressed in yellow silk, appearing dazzling like a bright blackish cloud, wearing a helmet bedecked with the Vaidurya stone, valuable bracelets, earrings, and similar other ornaments all over his body, and beautified by an abundance of hair on his head. Due to the extraordinary features of the child, Vasudeva was struck with wonder. How could a newly born child be so decorated? Vasudeva could therefore understand that Lord Krishna had now appeared, and he became overpowered by the occasion. Vasudeva very humbly wondered that although he was an ordinary living entity conditioned by material nature and was externally imprisoned by Kamsa, all-pervading personality of Godhead, Vishnu or Krishna, had appeared as a child in his home, exactly in his original position. No earthly child is born with 4 hands, decorated with ornaments and nice clothing, fully equipped with all the signs of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Over and over again, Vasudeva glanced at his child, and he considered how to celebrate this auspicious moment. Generally, when a male child is born, he thought, people observe the occasion with jubilant celebrations, and in my home, although I am imprisoned, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has taken birth. How many millions and millions of times should I be prepared to observe this auspicious ceremony? When Vasudeva, who was also called Anakadundubi, was looking at his newborn baby, he was so happy that he wanted to give many thousands of cows in charity to the Brahmanas. According to the Vedic system, whenever there is an auspicious ceremony in the Kshatriya king's palace, out of joy, the king gives many things in charity. Cows decorated with golden ornaments are delivered to the Brahmanas and sages. Vasudeva wanted to perform a charitable ceremony to celebrate Krishna's appearance, but because he was shackled within the walls of Kamsa's prison, this was not possible. Instead, within his mind, he gave thousands of cows to the Brahmanas. When Vasudeva was convinced that the newborn child was the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, he bowed down with folded hands and began to offer him prayers. At that time, Vasudeva was in the transcendental position, and he became completely free from all fear of Kamsa. The newborn baby was also flashing his effulgence within the room in which he appeared. Vasudeva then began to offer his prayers. My dear Lord, I can understand who you are. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supersoul of all living entities and the Absolute Truth. You have appeared in your own eternal form, which is directly perceived by us. I understand that because I am afraid of Kamsa. You have appeared just to deliver me from that fear. You do not belong to this material world. You are the same person who brings about the cosmic manifestation simply by glancing over material nature. One may argue that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who creates the whole cosmic manifestation simply by his glance, cannot come within the womb of Devaki, the wife of Vasudeva. To eradicate this argument, Vasudeva said, "My dear Lord, it is not a very wonderful thing that you have appeared within the womb of Devaki, because the creation was also made in that way. You are lying in the causal ocean as Mahavishnu, and by your breathing process, innumerable universes came into existence. Then you entered into each of the universes as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Then again you expanded yourself as Shirodakshaya Vishnu and entered into the hearts of all living entities, and even into the atoms. Therefore, your entrance into the womb of Devaki is understandable in the same way you appeared to have entered, but you are simultaneously all-pervading. We can understand your entrance and non-entrance from material examples. The total material energy remains intact even after being divided into 16 elements. The material body is nothing but the combination of 5 gross elements, namely earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Whenever there is a material body, it appears that such elements are newly created, but actually, the elements are always existing outside of the body. Similarly, although you have appeared as a child in the womb of Devaki, you are also existing outside. You are always in your abode, but still you can simultaneously expand yourself into millions of forms. One has to understand your appearance with great intelligence because the material energy is also emanating from you. You are the original source of the material energy, just as the sun is the source of the sunshine. The sunshine cannot cover the sun globe, nor can the material energy, being an emanation from you, cover you. You appear to be in the 3 modes of material energy, but actually the 3 modes of material energy cannot cover you. This is understood by the highly intellectual philosophers. In other words, although you appear to be within the material energy, you are never covered by it. We hear from the Vedic version that the Supreme Brahman exhibits his effulgence and therefore everything becomes illuminated. We can understand from the Brahma Samhita that the Brahma Jyoti, or the Brahman of effulgence, emanates from the body of the Supreme Lord, and from the Brahman effulgence all creation takes place. It is also stated in the Bhagavad Gita that the Lord is the support of the Brahman effulgence. Therefore, originally, he is the root cause of everything. But persons who are less intelligent think that when the Supreme Personality of Godhead comes within this material world, he accepts the material qualities. Such conclusions are not very mature, but are made by the less intelligent. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is directly and indirectly existing everywhere. He is outside this material creation, and he is also within it. He is within this material creation not only as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, he is also within the atom. The existence of the atom is due to his presence. Nothing can be separated from his existence. In the Vedic injunctions, we find that the Supreme Soul, or the root cause of everything, has to be searched out because nothing exists independently of the Supreme Soul. Therefore, the material manifestation is also a transformation of his potency. Both inert matter and the living force, the soul, are emanations from him. Only the foolish conclude that when the Supreme Lord appears, he accepts the conditions of matter. Even if he appears to have accepted a material body, he is still not subjected to any material condition. Krishna has therefore appeared and defeated all imperfect conclusions about the appearance and disappearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They have to tell them to stop talking back there. My Lord, your appearance, existence, and disappearance are beyond the influence of the material qualities. Because your Lordship is the Supreme Brahman and the controller of everything, there is nothing inconceivable or contradictory in you. As you have said, material nature works under your superintendence, just like a government officer working under the orders of the chief executive. The influence of subordinate activities cannot affect you. Since you are the Supreme Brahman, everything is existing within you, and since all the activities of material nature are controlled by your lordship, none of these activities affect you. You are the Suklam. Suklam, or whiteness, is the symbolic representation of the absolute truth because it is unaffected by the material qualities. Shri Brahman is called Rakta, or red, because Brahma represents the quality of passion for creation. Darkness is entrusted to Lord Shiva because he annihilates the cosmos. The creation, annihilation, and maintenance of this cosmic manifestation are conducted by your potencies, yet you are always unaffected by those qualities. As confirmed in the Vedas, Harir Hi Guna Shakshad, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always free from all material qualities. It is also said that the qualities of passion and ignorance are non-existent in the person of the Supreme Lord. My Lord, you are the Supreme Controller, the Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Great, maintaining the order of this cosmic manifestation. Yet, in spite of your being the Supreme Controller, you have so kindly appeared in my home. The purpose of your appearance is to kill the followers of the demoniac rulers of the world, who are in the dress of royal princes, but are actually demons. I am sure that you will kill all of them and their followers and soldiers. I understand that you have appeared in order to kill the uncivilized Kamsa and his followers, but knowing that you were to appear in order to kill him and his followers, he has already killed so many of your predecessors, your elder brothers. Now he is simply awaiting the news of your birth. As soon as he hears about it, he will immediately appear with all kinds of weapons to kill you. After this prayer, Vasudeva, Devaki, the mother of Krishna, offered her prayers. She was very frightened because of her brother's atrocities. Devaki said, "My dear Lord, your eternal forms like Narayana, Lord Rama, Hayashirsha, Varaha, Nishingha, Vamana, Baladeva, and millions of similar incarnations emanating from Vishnu are described in the Vedic literature as original. You are original because all your forms as incarnations are outside of this material creation. Your form was existing before this cosmic manifestation was created. Your forms are eternal and all-pervading. They are also self-effulgent, changeless, and uncontaminated by the material qualities. Such eternal forms are ever cognizant and full of bliss. They are situated in transcendental goodness and are always engaged in different pastimes. You are not limited to a particular form only. All such transcendental, eternal forms are self-sufficient. I can understand that you are the Supreme Lord Vishnu." After many millions of years, when Lord Brahma comes to the end of his life, the annihilation of the cosmic manifestation takes place. At that time, the five elements, namely earth, water, fire, air, and ether, enter into the Mahatattva. The Mahatattva then enters by the force of time into the non-manifested total material energy. The total material energy enters into the energetic pradhana, and the pradhana enters into you. Therefore, after the annihilation of the whole cosmic manifestation, you alone remain with your transcendental name, form, qualities, and paraphernalia. My Lord, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you because you are the director of the unmanifested total energy and the ultimate reservoir of the material nature. My Lord, the whole cosmic manifestation is under the influence of time, beginning from the moment up to the duration of the year. All act under your direction. You are the original director of everything and the reservoir of all potent energies. All the conditioned souls are continually fleeing from one body to another and one planet to another, yet they do not get free from the onslaught of birth and death. But when one of these fearful living entities comes under the shelter of your lotus feet, he can lie down without anxiety of being attacked by formidable death. This statement by Devaki is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita by the Lord himself. There the Lord says that even after traveling all over the universe, from Brahmaloka to Patalaloka, One cannot escape the attack of birth, death, disease, and old age. But one who enters the kingdom of God, the Lord says, is never again obliged to come to the material world. Therefore, my Lord, I request you to save me from the cruel hands of Kamsa, the son of Ugrasena. I am praying to your Lordship to please rescue me from this fearful condition, because you are always ready to give protection to your servitors. The Lord has confirmed this statement in the Bhagavad Gita by assuring Arjuna, you may declare to the world, my devotee shall never be vanquished. While thus praying to the Lord for rescue, Mother Devaki nonetheless expressed her motherly affection. I understand that this transcendental form is generally perceived in meditation by great sages, but I am still afraid because as soon as Kamsa understands that you have appeared, he might harm you. So I request that for the time being you become invisible to our material eyes. In other words, she requested the Lord to assume the form of an ordinary child. My only cause of fear from my brother Kamsa is due to your appearance. My Lord Madhusudana, I wish that Kamsa may not learn that you are already born. Therefore I request you to conceal this four-armed form of your Lordship, which holds the four symbols of Vishnu, namely the conch shell, the disc, the club, and the lotus flower. My dear Lord, at the end of the annihilation of the cosmic manifestation, you put the whole universe within your abdomen. Still, by your unalloyed mercy, you have appeared in my womb. I am surprised that you imitate the activities of ordinary human beings just to please your devotees. On hearing the prayers of Devaki, the Lord replied, my dear mother, in the millennium of Swayambhuva Manu, my father, Vasudeva, was living as one of the Prajapatis. His name at that time was Sutapa, and you were his wife named Prishni. At that time, when Lord Brahma was desiring to increase the population, he requested you to generate offspring. You controlled your senses and performed severe austerities. By practicing the breathing exercises of the yoga system, both you and your husband could tolerate all the influences of the material laws, the rainy season, the onslaught of the wind, and the scorching heat of the sunshine. You also executed all religious principles. In this way, you were able to cleanse your heart and control the influences of the material laws. In executing your austerity, you used to eat only the leaves of trees which fell to the ground. Then, with a steady mind and controlled sex drive, you worshiped me, desiring some wonderful benediction from me. Both of you practiced severe austerities for 12,000 years by the calculation of the demigods. During that time, your mind was always absorbed in me. When you were executing devotional service and always thinking of me within your heart, I was very much pleased with you. O sinless mother, your heart is therefore always pure. At that time also, I appeared before you in this form just to fulfill your desire, and I asked you to ask whatever you desired. At that time, you wished to have me born as your son. Although you saw me personally, instead of asking for your complete liberation from material bondage, under the influence of my energy, you asked me to become your son. In other words, to appear in the material world, the Lord selected his mother and father, namely Prishni and Sutapa, respectively. Whenever the Lord comes as a human being, he must have a mother and a father. So he selected Prishni and Sutapa to be his mother and father perpetually. And on account of this, neither Prishni nor Sutapa could ask the Lord for liberation. Liberation is not so important as the transcendental loving service of the Lord. The Lord could have awarded Prishni and Sutapa immediate liberation, but he preferred to keep them within this material world for his different appearances, as will be explained in the following verses. On receiving the benediction from the Lord to become his father and mother, Sutapa and Prishni retired from the activities of austerity and lived as husband and wife in order to beget a child who was the Supreme Lord himself. In due course of time, Prishni became pregnant and gave birth to the child. The Lord spoke to Devaki and Vasudeva. At that time, my name was Prishni Garbha. In the next millennium, You took birth as Aditi in Kashyapa, and I became your child of the name Upendra. At that time, my form was just like a dwarf, and for this reason I was known as Vamanadeva. I gave you the benediction that I would take birth as your son 3 times. The first time I was known as Prishnigarbha, born of Prishni and Sutapa. In the next birth I was Upendra, born of Aditi and Kashyapa. And now, for the 3rd time, I am born as Krishna from you, Devaki and Vasudeva. I have appeared in this Vishnu form just to convince you that I am the same Supreme Personality Godhead, again taken birth. I could have appeared just like an ordinary child, but in that way you would not have believed that the Supreme Personality Godhead had taken birth in your womb. My dear father and mother, you have therefore raised me many times as your child with great affection and love, and I am therefore very much pleased and obliged to you, and I assure you that this time you shall go back home, back to Godhead, on account of your perfection in your mission. I know you are very concerned about me and afraid of Kamsa. Therefore, I order you to take me immediately to Gokula and exchange me for the daughter who has just been born to Yasoda. Having spoken thus to his father and mother, the Lord turned himself into an ordinary child in their presence and remained silent. Being ordered by the Supreme Personality Godhead, Vasudeva prepared to take his son from the delivery room, and exactly at that time, a daughter was born to Nanda and Yasoda. She was Yogamaya, the internal potency of the Lord. By the influence of this internal potency, Yogamaya, all the residents of Kamsa's palace, especially the doorkeepers, were overwhelmed with deep sleep. All the palace doors opened, although they were barred and shackled with iron chains. The night was very dark, but as soon as Vasudeva took Krishna on his lap and went out, he could see everything just as in the sunlight. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that Krishna is just like sunlight, and that whatever there is Krishna, and wherever there is Krishna, the illusory energy, which is compared to darkness, cannot remain. When Vasudeva was carrying Krishna, the darkness of the night disappeared. All the prison doors automatically opened. At the same time, there was thunder in the sky and severe rainfall. While Vasudeva was carrying his son Krishna in the falling rain, Lord Shesha, in the shape of a serpent, spread his hood over the head of Vasudeva so that he would not be hampered by the rainfall. Vasudeva came onto the bank of the Yamuna and saw that the water of the Yamuna was roaring with waves and that the whole span was full of foam. Still, in that furious feature, the river gave passage to Vasudeva to cross, just as the great Indian Ocean gave a path to Lord Rama when he was bridging over the gulf. In this way, Vasudeva crossed the river Yamuna. On the other side, he went to the place of Nanda Maharaja, situated in Gokula, where he saw that all the cowherd men were fast asleep. He took the opportunity to silently enter the house of Yasoda, and without difficulty he exchanged his son for the baby girl newly born there. Then, after entering the house very silently and exchanging the boy for the girl, he returned to the prison of Kamsa and silently put the girl on the lap of Devaki. He again clamped the shackles on himself so that Kamsa could not recognize that so many things had happened. Mother Yasoda understood that a child had been born to her, but because she was very tired from the labor of childbirth, she fell fast asleep. When she awoke, she could not remember whether she had given birth to a male or a female child. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 3rd chapter of Krishna, the birth of Lord Krishna. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada's Krishna book ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Bol. So today is a wonderful day, not only because Srinivas Kasam and his family, actually, what is your name, Prabhu? Srinivas Charandas and his good family have donated $25,000. I have pledged $20,000, but I feel I feel embarrassed because my friend has outdone me again, but that's okay. I like that. And Ram Mukunda, Shyam Mukunda has donated $30,000. So don't hesitate to take your checkbooks out today. We want to reach $300,000 today, which will be our first down payment to the construction company that's going to begin the work on our new Bellevue Temple. The temple is already there, but we are going to outfit the inside for temple for Radha and Krishna, for a second temple for Balaji, Sri Devi and Blue Devi, and then a commercial kitchen, eventually a restaurant, and a common hall for all kinds of activities. It will be after school activity, there'll be concerts there and so forth. So a lot of good things are going to happen, and we're going to expand this movement as Prabhupada wants it to be expanded, right? And our goal is 50,000 devotees in the Seattle area. So how many devotees do we have here? Got 100 and some, right? So we have a long way to go. This can only happen if every one of you gets serious about spreading this movement. And today is the best day to start, because at least 10 to 12,000 people are going to come here today. And we need to be busy bees, working cooperatively and enthusiastically, preaching about Krishna. Now there's so many preaching opportunities. We have all these booths outside. We have our cow booth. We're going to have our goat booth, because we just bought 4 baby goats. They're going to be here. They're very cute, and all the children are going to love them. Everyone's going to love them. They're so nice. And then we have our Abhishekam booth, and we have the Kirtan booth, which is going to be overseen by Nrihari. And if you want to chant on that booth, you can talk to him. He'll arrange the program. Everybody gets a chance. Everybody gets a chance today to do all kinds of different services. If you like to chant, there'll be plenty of opportunity to chant. If you like to dance, there'll be plenty of opportunity to dance. And if you like to preach, after the Kirtan stage, outside there is the Julan, Krishna Julan, and I think Lakshmi Devi is, you're going to take care of that? Yes. So when I name these people, if you want to assist them, you go and talk to them. So this is Lakshmi Devi from Portland, and she's in charge of the Julan Yatra. Rihari is in charge of the stage downstairs. I'm going to be up here all the time, but I need a volunteer for the cows. Who wants to be a volunteer for the cows? So that means when you become in charge of the cow booth, you stay there, and you get other people to help you. So who would like to do that? Anybody love cows here? Nobody? Okay, there he is. Haribol. Srinivas Gopal Prabhu. Okay. So then if you want to help at the cow booth, I mean, we're going to have handouts. Every booth there'll be some kind of a handout, and you should enthusiastically invite people, tell them about our Goloka farm and our project and cow protection and Ahimsa project and so forth, right? So you have to know, you have to explain to people what it's about, and you should make up some little pamphlet that you can hand out if people want it, explaining our program, all right? I'll help you with that. All right, then Julan, then after Julan there's Krishna Balaram with Mother Yasoda and I think Nanda Maharaj and baby Krishna. So in every booth we'll be giving something to the people if they want it. Either it's a explanation of the booth, or it'll be some kind of prasadam. So Krishna's, and after Balaram and Krishna, there is Balaji and Bhudevi and Sri Devi. And that will be manned by some of our Sri Vaishnava friends and devotees. And then after that, we have Govardhan. Okay, now Govardhan, if people want to circumambulate Govardhan, you can let them. And we should have halva for everyone who wants it. And Michael is Michael here? No, okay. And if you want to help in Govardhan booth, you talk to Michael, because he's in charge of it. Bhakta Michael. And then after Govardhan, there is Tulsi. Is that right? Is that right, Prabhu? There's Tulsi. Right. So again, if people want to circumambulate her, they can. They can water her. You should have more than one Tulsi, because we don't want everybody watering one plant. So you can get sick. And then you should have some Tulsi water for people. And then after Tulsi, there's Ganga Devi, right? So Ganga Devi, they can have Ganga Darshan, and it'd be nice to have floating candles. You can buy them in Michael's today. So they can offer a candle and float it in the water basin, just like you do at Harkipuri bridge in Haridwar, right? And you can also do some kind of a puja for Ganga. You can just chant Hare Krishna, and they can offer the candle. So you have to buy those floating candles. Okay. And then after Ganga Devi, there is Lord Shiva. Oh no, Gopishwara Shiva. And he should be dressed up as a gopi, right? As we do with the face of a gopi. And there should be a small Shiva Linga in front of him. And it should be explained that he is the protector of the holy Dham, and especially the Rasa Lila dance. And you should print a little piece of paper with his story, because many people don't know that. Okay. And then after Lord Shiva, there is Damodar Astakam, right? So who's going to be in, well, let's see, who would like to be in charge of Lord Shiva's booth? Huh? Huh? Okay, you say so. Who is in charge?
Damodarastakam, Sanskriti and other kids.
Okay, that means that you don't just stand there. You actually chant the Damodar Astakam. And you explain the verses. And you should be really enthusiastic about that. Each lead of to the booth and the people that are helping should be extremely ecstatic all night long. This is a chance for Akhanda Harinam Sankirtan. Right?
This is the Ganga Devi Ram.
Ganga Devi is Ram Raghava Prabhu. Where is he? Is he here?
Tulsi Booth, Nalini Mataji.
And Tulsi Booth is Nalini Mataji.
And
Krishna and Balaram are Shravanam
Saranam Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Julan Lakshmi Mataji Portland.
Yeah, we got that. Okay. So you have to be very enthusiastic. Now there's one booth that's missing. So that's a good question, which one we're going to do. Yeah. Depends on what cutouts Sai has in his house. He has many different cutouts, so I'll talk to him today. If we can't think of anything, then we'll have a Prabhupada booth. Because without Prabhupada, we wouldn't be doing this. We'd all be in some bar right now drinking beer or something, some crazy thing. Okay, and then after that there's our shop, our gift shop. And today we're going to do something different. We're not going to put the shoe racks where they are. We're going to put them right near the entrance. And I know how we'll do it. because it's going to be a little bit cold tonight. I don't want people to take their shoes off and then walk all the way like that. So if it's near the entrance, then they can take the shoes off when they get to the entrance and go into the temple, and when they come out, they can get their shoes on again. So otherwise, they'd be without shoes for a long, long time outside, and that's not good for them. Now, do we have a list of chaperones who are going to...
Krishna Prabhu, Subhash Prabhu, Radha.
Okay, so their job is to identify pregnant women in line, elderly persons, and families with very small children, up to like 3 years old, and give them a fast track into the temple if they want to come right away for darshan. And then we have our... So we should also have some booths in front here of the entrance, just for general information about the Vedic Cultural Center and our goal tonight. And we have a printed sheet that explains what our goal is this year, which is to open up the new temple in Bellevue. Okay, so today is a wonderful day. It's a good day to chant more rounds. It's a good day to greet all the people who are going to come here. There are many people who will come during the day as well as the biggest crowd at night. And it's a great day to recite the Krishna book. So someone should be here all the time. It will be different people. They should be reading this Krishna book out loud on the microphone. So whenever anyone comes in, at least during the day, they can hear about Krishna's pastimes. So we can get a list of people who want to read. You can read for a half an hour or 1 hour. And who's going to be in charge of that? Someone has to be in charge of every one of these activities. So who would like to be in charge of that? That means you stay here and you're going to hear the Krishna book, right? And you get a list of people who will come and read it out loud. I should start after the opening of the deities. Yeah. Anybody want to take that? Ecstatic service? Okay. That's okay. Anybody? Any younger generation? Huh? Who? Hari? Did you say Hari? Huh? Who? Hey, collectively, okay. Okay, good. So I'll give it to Hari, who is the representative. Okay. Make sure your father, does this also. Okay, I'm sorry it took so much time. Thank you very much. Please chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki